High Chief Lucky Agazuma, Director General of the Edo State Migration Agency, on Tuesday held a meeting with hotel owners in Benin City to discuss collaborative efforts against child trafficking, child abuse, organ harvesting, and prostitution in Edo State. During the meeting, Chief Agazuma emphasized the agency's focus on combating human trafficking, touching on both local and international dimensions of the issue. He informed the hoteliers that the agency was formerly known as the Edo State Task Force for Child Trafficking is now Edo Migration Agency, underlining its mission to educate stakeholders about the risks and realities of human trafficking, which often involves prostitution and sexual exploitation. Agazuma highlighted Governor Monday Okpewolo's commitment to ensuring that every child is in school, stressing the urgency of addressing these concerns.
Edo State Task Force Against Human Trafficking, ETAT, that migrated into Edo State Migration Agency that was signed into law in October 2024. Is best defined as movement of people or persons from one place to the other. It can be from rural area to urban or urban to rural. When I say rural, from the remote area, from the village to the city. For example, somebody living, coming from maybe Esan to Benin. That is rural urban migration, and that is an internal style of migration. We also have the external, where people live from one country to the other. Then there are certain movements that is not in line with what we do. For example, you are in Edo, you are going to other geographical locations, for example, from other zones in Nigeria, from the southeast, south-south, southwest, for example, to bring in people to Edo for the purpose of trafficking for sexual exploitation, or bringing in on underage to be indulged in the area of sexual exploitation.
Agazuma also disclosed plans to confiscate properties linked to human trafficking activities. He dispelled the notion that prostitution is confined to Edo State, clarifying that many involved are not originally from the state. He cautioned that individuals trafficking others could face severe penalties, including jail time and property confiscation, while those complicit in such crimes would also face legal consequences.
So to inform you that when you are indulged in the area of human trafficking, there is a fine to it and a jail term. Then the property you are using to conduct this human trafficking can be confiscated and be sold by our agency, and the money will be paid into our trust fund account. In a return, this money can be used to rehabilitate the trafficked persons, or the victims rather. So it's good you know. That is where we are coming in the area of creating awareness.
Presentation, the floor was open for questions, fostering a productive dialogue on this critical issue.
Adults really know that this is what they do, and they still lease out their houses to them. While some don't know, and by the time they find out, just to get the traces of the police, DSS, and a host of others on their back, they eject them. So for it not to get to that point, it is really of interest to know that the law catches up with everybody and anybody that has such an offense, tailing him or her, to be on the lookout, so that your house will not be one of the examples that the state will use to like put up for sale, really sell, and then put the money into the trafficking in person trust fund for the rehabilitation of such persons.
According to this staff issue, most people now, they don't like working, they like coming, just stay and go. So we have the people about the situation. If they have any staff or security under this migration that we can employ, they told us yes.
Sitting everywhere in the village, we found out that child labor is more higher than this issue of women's runs that has been.
You see, We will continue on the area of advocacy, creating awareness, meeting communities. And as part of the project we've done so far in our agency, we've hosted almost all the NGOs in the state to liaise with them and collaborate with them. So far, we've partnered with the Nigerian Immigration, the Airport Authority, the Department of State Service, the DSS. We've met other key stakeholders in town who can equally support us.
In Benin City, Margaret Okari reporting for Afemai Reporters TV.